new kingdoms. Well, to shed more light on this, we have the pleasure to have this phono with Dr. Ahmed Badr, tourism expert. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you. Thank you very much.
It's my pleasure. Well, Dr. Badr, now give us an idea about the renovation and the restoration work that exceeded 95% of the columns in the Karnak temple.
Well, that was one of the greatest projects that was done by the Ministry of Tourism and the High Council of Antiquities to restore the columns of Karnak temples and also other temples like Esna, like Edfu, like Hathor in north of Luxor, also known as Dandara Temple, because throughout the years, all the colors of the columns and the ceilings were affected by, by the weather, by the people, because in some of the times people were inhabited these temples as homes and as places for worshipping, especially starting from the 4th and 5th centuries after Christ. So they were affected by the fires they were having for their cooking. So the black smog went over the colors and covered it. So the ministry started 3 years ago using a formula that was done by an Egyptian chemist. It was very simple and easy formula that they tried at one of the temples in a very small area, and they took them years to test it and try it and to make sure it will not affect the original colors of the temples, and until they approved it and they started using it. So definitely having these colors coming back to life again and tourists see it, it was a great plus for us in,
the
tourism industry to have it like a selling point to bring more tourists to see the amazing colors that are coming back to life after thousands of years.
Yes, Dr. Badr, that was my question. You were speaking now about the colors that were made by the Egyptian hands, the restoration work that was made to the columns to bring them back to the original colors as they were during the ancient Egyptian time. So how would this add to the Karnak temple? Do you think that this is a kind of a new discovery, but it's not, of course, a discovery, but there are, even if someone have visited the Karnak temple, we would be eager to come back again in order to see when the colors are back. So how did you see this point in attracting the tourism?
Well, again, that was a great thing to add and to have it as part of the new, campaigns to bring more tourists. And we really have seen some repeated clients and repeated tourists came especially to see the colors after it was revived, especially Karnak. Karnak is the biggest temple in the world. It's one of the very well-known temples in the world. So seeing the colors will give it even more I don't know how to say it, but
more attractive.
greatness
It would
and
be more
dignity,
attractive.
and yes,
Yes, more attractive, yes.
exactly.
Yes, yeah, and also the very important point that you've just mentioned, Dr. Badr, is it is made with Egyptian hands. So the team that were working in getting back the colors to its original, the original colors. How did you? How did the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities choose the team, the Egyptian team that made these colors back? What is the criteria
well,
by which
it's
they?
really, yeah, it's really a proud thing to say that it was 100% done by Egyptian hands. There were some trials before from foreign, scientists and Egyptologists and chemists to have something to bring back the colors back to life again, but it either was extremely expensive or didn't work. It was not effective at all. So having this with Egyptian hands, I mean, the chemist was Egyptian, and the entire team worked in this project. They're all Egyptians, men and women. So that is, again, one of the things that we are proud of when we tell to our clients and to the tourists that this temple was built by Egyptian hands, and then now it's being revived and renovated again by Egyptian hands with a very,
yes,
not complicated substance. Yes.
Yes. 2 years ago, the coloring of the columns started, and we saw videos gathering a number of youth, young people who were participating in the process of coloring. But actually, it was a mix of old experts who are professionals and have experience with the young generation. How did you see the importance of this young people and the youth participating in the process of coloring, in getting to know more about the importance of our civilization?
This is what we call the passing experience from generation to another.
Yes.
So yes, definitely this is something, it has to be like this.
Yes.
So the young generation will learn from the older generation, and so in the future we have other generation that is capable of doing this job, because still we have many other temples in Egypt that need to be done the same way. So definitely it will be a great experience for them to have it from the older generation.
Yes, I thank you very much for your time. Thank you for your valuable information, Dr. Ahmed Badr, tourism expert. Thank you very much for joining us over the phone. The Egyptian national team continue their training ahead of their match